Hey y'all, it's Liz. Hey, I'm here to do an advice video. So let me go ahead and read this to you really quick. And you guys, as always, please leave your comments and advice below. And I have to say this, I'm not an expert by no means. I can only give advice on basically the way I feel about things, or how I feel about things. And I know right from wrong. Sometimes you have to do the wrong things for the right reasons, but for me, I just try to tell you like it, you know, how it comes from me. Sometimes I get people going, well, you know, that wasn't the best advice, Liz. Maybe not, but you asked me and I'm going to tell you how I feel. My advice is on how I feel about things. If you want expert advice, then go pay somebody to do that. I'm just telling you because my life is not extraordinary or extravagant or anything like that. This is the way that, a lot of times it's the way I was brought up or things that I've gone through in my life. So don't take it personal. I tell you things because you ask me, hey Liz, what's your advice on this? What do you think about this? And I tell you, you know. And for all you haters out there that write me and just say, you know, just negative stuff, keep it to yourself. Geez, you know, that's what I want to say. So let me go ahead and get into this one. Said that she just needs some advice, and it says here, I got my own place 3 years ago, and my mom and my stepdad moved in when I got my place. When I got my own place, they moved in with her. 6 months after them moving in, my mother lost her job. Also, I have a daughter. I gave my mom and my stepdad my daughter's room to sleep in because she was 3 at the time, and she could sleep with me. My mom and my stepdad don't pay rent and don't follow any of the rules at my house. But when I tell my mom that she needs to find a job and eventually move out, she fusses at me and she also cusses me out. No, she's not a drunk or an alcoholic or anything like that. She just likes to have control. Now that my daughter is 6, she was 3 when they moved in, she's 6 now, I really want her to have her own room. I feel like my life has stopped because hers has stopped. I don't mind helping my mom, but instead of leaning on me for everything, she needs to lean on her husband. But the anxiety of getting into an argument with my mom is draining me. Can you help with any advice? I personally, you know, some people are going to say, well, you need to help your mom. You need to help her. Well, I feel like this. Your mother is married, and her and her husband really need to have their own space. You have let them live with you. Your daughter was 3 when they moved in. Your daughter is now 6. Your daughter deserves to have her own room, especially if you have a place that was meant for you and her. And it's time for mom and dad to basically get their own place. You know, I know you said your mother lost her job. Unless she's disabled, or hell, even I know disabled people that work, but she needs to really get herself together and move on, her and your father. I don't know what kind of rules that you have in your house, but like me, as if, I guess you sometimes have to treat them like they're your children again. My kids didn't follow my rules, and I just basically gave them the ultimatum. You either follow the rules or you get out. You know, you don't want to put your family out. Hell, I didn't want to put my daughter out, but damn it, you don't follow my rules. The rules of the house. You don't follow it. You got to get the fuck out. You know, that's the bottom line. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. But your mother, you know, I see this more and more. You know, parents moving in with their children and just disrupting their lives. And it's terrible. I'm assuming that your stepfather works. They need to get their own place. And I would give them, you've given them 3 years. That's enough time for them to find their own place. And I would tell them, okay, you have 30 days from today to find a place and move out. That bottom line. You know, a parent's love should be unconditional. You know, when one door closes, another one opens. You need to let your mom and your stepdad know they have 30 days to vacate. You've put up with it. You've given them a place for the last 3 years. By golly, in 3 years, they should have found their own place. Because you need to move on with your life. Your daughter deserves to have her own room, which that's what you found your own place for anyways. You know, you've taken care of them, so they can't say that you never took care of them. You took care of them for the last 3 years. Tell them they need to really just move on, because you need to go on with your life, and your life should not stop, and your daughter's life shouldn't stop. You tell your mom and your stepfather they have 30 days and have them vacate. Let them go find a low cost apartment and move on. Hey, Mom, Dad, I love you. I've let you stay with me for 3 years, and it's time to move on now. You have 30 days. And oh boy, if your mama starts cussing and hollering, tell her you'll cut that goddamn 30 days down to like 10. You know, you got to do it. It's not fair. And I know some people are going to be saying, well, you know, your parents took care of you all your life. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. But at this stage in her life, she's got her own children. She really needs to, and I'm saying this to people who are going to write in. She really needs to live, and she needs to make sure that she has a comfortable place for her and her child. The parents, her mother and her stepfather, really need to man and woman up and go find their own place to live. You know, that's just all there is to it. It's not... There's no law saying that we have to take care of our parents. There are laws that say that the parents need to provide for their children. You know, whether it's enforced or not, you know, we all know as parents we have to take care of our kids. But as kids, we do not have to take care of our parents. Not that she hasn't, because she's done just that for the last 3 years. She has taken care of her mother and her stepfather. The mother leans on her for so many things. The mother really needs to lean on the husband and say, hey, we need to get on out of here. 30 days is ample time. A matter of fact, 3 years and 30 days is more than enough time to have found your own place. You know, your mom might be mad at you and pissed off at you, but hey, life goes on. Things aren't going to stop because of that. So you really need to take into account that you've done more than what some people would have done for their parents. Some people would have done. I'm blessed that I can take care of my mother. I am blessed that my mom is always with me. And I'm blessed that, you know, she's got, her house is twice as big as mine. You know, my mom lives by herself. She has a 5-bedroom house. What? 1, 3, 4. It's a 4-bedroom. Then there's a back room. But 4-bedroom, 2-bath home. She's got, like I said, her house is a lot bigger than mine. I think that's why my kids love going over there during the summer and staying with her. Because she had ample room where you could run and jump and frickin' play. Here, you can't do all that in my house now. Don't be jumping all around and shit. We ain't monkeys. But, and I think I'm just blessed that she does have her own place now. I know, I do know a couple of young couples that are my son's age that are married. And like the wife's mother and the father divorced, and now the mom has nowhere to go. And now she's living with these 2 kids who had just gotten married. because she has nowhere to go. It's a sad, sad situation, you know. But sometimes we have to do what we have to do. So the bottom line here is talk to your mother and your stepfather at the same time and let them know that you have given them ample time to find a place, and that under the circumstances you are going to have to ask that they vacate after 30 days or within 30 days. You know, you've given them enough time. They can surely find an apartment or something to move into. Yeah. So, because if not, it's just going to continue on. You're going to continue to be miserable. You know, and hopefully within, I mean, you said 6 months after your parents moved in that your mom lost her job. I hope that she has a job now, and they really need to move on and find a place of their own. So, you know, and how selfish would that be? You've been there 3 years, mama, stepdaddy. How selfish is that for you not to let your child or your, you know, and your grandchild live, you know? So, I think 30 days is plenty to give them to find another place to live. And that's my advice. You know, I hope everything works out for you. And hopefully, you know, your mom will move on and things will be okay. All right. Well, if you guys have any advice or comments, suggestions, please leave it below. Anything that's negative, you know, like... you know, this is more of a positive thing to help her move forward. You know, so please keep that in mind when you leave your comments. I don't want you to sugarcoat anything, but then again, I don't want you saying, you know, well, you're a freaking badass daughter, you know, for not taking care of your goddamn parents and this and that. I don't want to hear any of that bullshit, because I'll delete that fucking comment, because that's not necessary. She wants advice. She's not saying that this is what she's going to do, but she just wants some other advice from other angles. So if you guys get a chance, please leave your comments, advice, and suggestions below. All right. Well, you guys have a great day, and I hope to be talking to you soon. Deuces. Hey, I hope this information helps a little bit and maybe just set your mind at ease. Sometimes we need confirmation on things, and what you're feeling, I promise you, you're not the first, and you will definitely not be the last to feel this way about taking care of your mom and her step-husband, your stepdad, who are able to work. And if you're able to work and get up every day, and you're able to cuss and fuss and all this, you're able to go get a damn job and get your own goddamn place. How about that? All right. Y'all have a good one. Bye.